Hey, I'm Chris. This is Coco. Uh, we had a question the other day. I think I'm getting to this question a little late, but sorry about that. Um, the question was, you said you noticed that I've always either got sunglasses and something going on with one of the birds on my shoulders, and how do I keep them from chewing up, breaking the sunglasses, and chewing on stuff? And as you can see, it's a continuous process. You have to stay steady and repetitive with distracting them from chewing on stuff. Now, a lot of times he just wants to rub his beak and just show you that he's kind of trying to love on you. But as you can see, I know what you're trying to do. You're going for my buttons. That's what you're doing. You can't do that. Now, depending on the relationship that you have with your macaw, you can actually touch the beak and guide away and say, no, don't do that. But I found that it may sound really intimidating or very strange at first, but the one sound that I know that they respond to the best for me is I do like a like wrong answer kind of sound, and to them it kind of resembles one of their loud screeching sounds. I don't know if you've ever left one or more of them alone, and the call that they make to call you back to them, that sound is kind of a really ear-piercing screeching sound, you know. And so I kind of try to mimic or imitate that to a small extent, like just an abrupt sound as a distraction to kind of catch their attention. Kind of like he's doing right now for me, right? You got my attention. What are you doing? But anyway, as you can see, Coco doesn't go for my glasses anymore. The first 2 years that I had him, it was every time I had a pair of sunglasses on my face or on my head, they were off, and he was either chewing the little plastic pieces off here, breaking the things off the side, popping the lenses out, and basically the dollar store was my best friend for the first 2 summers, for sunglasses anyway. But for those of you out there that have expensive glasses, like I never wear my $400 reading glasses with this guy. As you can see, it's a continuous process because he loves zippers, buttons, and for those of you that are scuba divers, if you know anything about barracuda with feathers, okay? Anything shiny, anything that looks like a trinket or something they can play with, toy with, it could be a lure, anything like that, they're just attracted to it. They want to try to figure out what it is, if they can break it, if it's something they can chew on and mess with their beak with. Another thing that's going to actually help with discouraging them chewing on anything that you have on your direct person is going to be whenever they have time alone, or if you're watching a movie and they're on your shoulder or needing some form of activity to do, give them a block of wood, something that is maybe a 2x4 or smaller, but not an entire 2x4 of course, but just a small chunk. I don't know if any of you guys have a saw or anything like that. Take a 2x4 and cut it like a loaf of bread, but cut it in sections about an inch or less. Anything less than an inch, they're going to be able to pop little chiplets off, and to them, it relaxes them. It puts them in this state of claiming a tree. In the wild, the first thing that they're going to do is when they land on the perching area, they're going to start claiming that tree. They're going to chew on it and make it their own little area. It also helps with their beak to wear down the beak and keep it from overgrowing like a toenail or a fingernail for us. These things can happen. They can get ingrown. The beak can continue to grow too far. Those are things that naturally have to be maintained. So at the same time, you could be helping with 2 different situations at the same time, one using a distraction, one using a deterrent, and at the same time kind of training and getting him used to your training process, letting him or her know, letting him or her know that you're wanting to be an extreme part of their life. And if you continue progressively with continuous repetitive training techniques, then they're going to pick up on that, and they'll actually figure out that you're trying to no. They don't know the word no, obviously. So right there, when I say no, that to him, he just got me to entertain him. So he's going to do that again. So as you can see, because I have other animals, I use a lot of the techniques with dogs and stuff. Like I say, no. It works with dogs. It doesn't work with these guys. So yeah, we're working on that, okay? But anyway, Again, toys, anything that doesn't have inks, paints, any kind of toxic chemicals. I don't recommend treated wood or anything like that. I mean, obviously in the wild they're going to get into stuff, but being that they're in captivity, I try to baby my guys as much as possible. So again, I hope that helps. Just try to use that sound, that like, it's just a. You'll notice in some of the other videos with my guys, if they're doing something silly or doing something that I'd rather them not do, I'll either make that sound or an abrupt, loud sound, and it's not not an angry sound or any kind of disciplinary sound. It's just a loud noise to kind of distract them and catch their attention. And then immediately you can reiterate the fact that you don't want them doing that by stimulating them with another distraction, but obviously not making it any kind of rewarding situation. But just remember, with these guys, they're like 2-year-olds. I mean, you gotta keep at them, and repetitive training techniques. And half my zipper's gone. But anyway, good luck with that, and keep the questions coming.